Guys, Infinity War was the worst movie I've ever seen. Listen, the frames were dropping like every 10 seconds. There was one point in the movie where like half the characters disappeared from the screen. Everyone was like crying how bad it was. Like, this thing was awful. Now, I really think that people shouldn't even see this. So I'm just gonna summarize the awful plot right now. So you see, there's this dude named Thanos who has to get all 6 Triforces, combine them into Peach's glove, and then Will Smith will snap and bring all the YouTubers into the battle bus. Now, I think all these characters are just awful because they're so sympathetic. Marvel actually wants you to feel something, and I'm like, come on, guys, you're the guys who made Iron Man 2. You know how to make main characters unsympathetic. Like, and then they messed up, and now the main antagonist is sympathetic? Like, what are you doing? I don't want to feel things. Listen, we've all learned from DC that antagonists are supposed to be one-note supervillains. We got this. We've already learned from all the DC movies how to do this. Marvel, get with the program. Also, there was a lot of things that were just completely wrong with the movie. Like, Iron Man was actually good, and, like, there was motivations. Like, I don't want my characters to have a motive. I want them to look at things and go to it. Like, hey, like, the script should have been, hey, look at this spaceship, we should do it. Or, like, Thanos didn't need to have all that depth. It just felt wrong. Also, there was, like, just so many things wrong with the film. Just getting that out of the way. It was awful, the worst one yet. Like, you're building up to this thing with 19 movies. And, like, they keep going back to the old plots and trying to explain to me. But, like, I skipped those movies for a reason. Right? And I finally went to see this movie because my friends were bugging me. Because they were like, oh, this is so bad. And I was like, okay, let me go see this awful movie. And we were just laughing all the time, just trying to make fun of it. Like, there's this raccoon, I don't know what his deal is. They try to grow him out in the movie, but, you know, I don't even care. Because they try to add feelings to these characters, and that's where they mess up. Because I don't want to feel things, as I've said before. Also, the graphics in this movie was awful. Yeah, it was just, like, so obviously phoned in afterwards. Like, the guy who played Star-Lord was obviously in a green screen most of the time. Also, what's her name? Scarlet Witch. She was obviously just a robot, or something. Because she was obviously not a person, that's for real. And, like, just don't see this movie. Or don't buy this movie in Blu-ray. They're making a sequel because, you know, of the money. So just, this was the worst movie ever. Don't go and see it.